Hey everybody, Chad Hyams here with another episode of the Achieve Your Apex podcast. And I'm continuing on the conversation of building a strong calendar. And you're going to hear from people all over the place that they've got the best system, they've got the best system. I'm giving you a system. The best system is the one that's going to work for you. I know this one will if you follow it. Now, I'm going to recap all of it on the next episode, and we're going to go over it all one more time. Yet today we're going to hit the last letter in the acronym of SPACE, which is the E. And the E stands for, I need a drum roll here or something. E stands for end of the day. Now I want you to listen to this one because, well, I've wanted you to listen to all of them. I want you to listen to this one though, because there's steps within end of day. And here's what I mean. There should be 2 end of the days on your calendar, at least. Well, wait a minute, Chad. That doesn't seem to make sense. It will in a second. You might be a student. You might be a boss. You might be an employee. It does not matter. You might be an entrepreneur and you do every job. Folks, the first end of the day should be when the workday ends. That's the first end of the day that should go on your calendar because everything closes at some point. Yes, that's true. Someone wants to argue with me. Chad, Denny's is 24 hours. IHOP, they're always open. Waffle House. Okay, I get it. Yet the employee shift ends at some point. Just because the business manages to stay open doesn't mean the employees are always there. Make sense? You have to have an end to your shift. Okay? Now, it can be in stages if you need it to be. What do I mean by that? Well, maybe at a certain time you stop seeing clients. Maybe at a certain time you stop answering your phone. And maybe at a certain time you stop answering text messages and emails that have come through. That's allowed. That would put 3 steps of end of day just from your work, right? End of seeing clients, end of answering phone calls, and end of text messages / emails. And that gives you points to stop your shift. Now, you might be somebody who's just like, nope, when I'm done, I'm done. So at a certain time, Chad, I turn off my phone, I close my laptop, I stop seeing clients, I stop taking calls except in emergencies. Yes, exceptions do happen. Another conversation for another episode. What I want you to be realizing is we're building this calendar with the end of the day for you. Now, I have you putting it at the end here, right? Space, the E works for end. It's okay if you follow the 7 habits of highly successful people and understand we start with the end in mind. And if that's true, it's okay if you spell the word ESPAC and you want to start and say, hey, I'm going to end my day at this time. So here's what needs to happen to make that happen. I'm okay with that. That's the only time I move the letters end of the day and start of the day can be adjusted that way. Yet otherwise, know how your day is going as you've been planning it, which is why I have it at the end. I plan my day and then say, aha, I can stop here. This is where that stopping point is going to be. Okay, now that is the business end, maybe student end, entrepreneur end of the day. You also need a personal end of the day. Now, a personal end of the day looks just like I go to bed now. That's it. That's not complicated and there's no stages. The most powerful thing our parents ever attempted to teach us that we immediately threw away as soon as we moved out of the house was the value of a bedtime. Now, believe me, your parents didn't know that a bedtime was valuable. They just wanted to finally put you in bed and put you to sleep so they could have some time for themselves and have you have our time to go lay down. They might not have known the value of it, yet the quicker you can start to appreciate bedtime is one of the most important things we can do because it then allows us to hit the start time for the next day clearly. Now you've realized what success truly looks like. Now, end of day should be a little bit of a routine. And in that routine, 30 minutes at least before lights out, there should be no more digital screens in your face. I'll accept a TV if you're sitting in the family room watching TV. If you have a TV in your bedroom and you're watching TV, that's okay. No cell phones right up here. No iPads right here. None of that stuff right in our face. Use the understanding of how the blue light, yeah, Chad, the phones are smarter. They have settings. No, they don't. It still impacts your sleep. Put the digital stuff down minimum 30 minutes. Okay. Have your routine for bed. Is that you're a nighttime shower person? Is that you like to do makeup, wash that all off? Is that you like to do meditation at night? I don't know what it is for you. Plan your routine with when you want to be in bed, knowing how long it takes you to lay down and fall asleep for a true bed. The other thing I want to add to end of day is there should be at least 1 hour total between end of work and end of day. Don't be that person that works right up to bed, because that's why you don't sleep well. You're that person that works right up to bed. You get no decompress time. You don't get any time to let those thoughts out of your head. You put your head on the pillow and you're thinking about client X. You're thinking about employee Y. You're thinking about all that stuff and it's in your head. You're not getting the sleep at the level you need. 1 hour between end of the day business, student, entrepreneur, whatever that is, and 1 hour goes in between the two of them before end of the day personal. You can have more than an hour. Believe me, if you want to clock out at a certain time and still be up for 3 or 4 hours having time with your family, your friends, yourself, whatever that is, go for it. God bless you for having it and building it in. Just don't be that person that works right up until you're going to sleep, still answering emails, answering text messages, maybe even answering phone calls. Okay, space. I'm going to recap it all in 2 episodes because we're going to talk about the Win One in the next one, a tool I've talked about and teased about, and show you how it works with your calendar. So don't miss that episode as well. And until then, keep climbing.